Hey guys, it's me once again, and I'm taking a break from doing some LPs, and for the time being, I'm going to be showcasing a little watch mode for you peoples, because, well, why not? So I'm choosing my team of, well, my ball team because it's really it's baseball season. So
Select your pitcher. Select lineup. Please rise.
so yeah, this is RBI Baseball 95, and this was for the very short-lived Sega 32X. So yeah, this is a 32X game. Probably the only 32X game I do not mind doing an LPP on. So yes, this is another Let's Play in perspective, or rather, an LP confessional. So as I was saying, I'm taking a break from doing the obvious, namely doing LPs. I'm taking a short break from doing LPs, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to be talking about what's been going on in my life personally. Personally, what's been happening is that, well, my family has been very busy. And, excuse my yawning, but that leaves me with a lot of time on my hands. What's been going on is my aunt, who has been in the hospital, she has been diagnosed with, diagnosed with, I'm not sure if it's cancer, but she has been diagnosed. She has been taking chemotherapy, and my cousin left like a couple of weeks back. And since she did leave a few months back, well, not a few months back, but a few weeks back, she left to check with her mother, watch her and everything, monitor her. Right now, my aunt is in a coma. It's kind of hard for me to actually talk with so many things on my mind. So forgive me if I sound a little on and off. So that's what's been going on. My mother has been on pins and needles since. We've been getting calls. We've been getting calls from our cousin every so often. understand that it's been like really hectic, and that's the reason why I've been doing a lot of LPs late in the morning. I mean, I could go to sleep, but this hour at night, I'm usually just tired, like I am now. I'm kind of yawning because, well, I did wake up a few hours ago, so I may just go back to sleep. Aside from that, how it affects me? Well, it affects me, although I don't let it get to me. But I'm sure you don't want to hear just about bad news. That's just the bad news. This is, the turbulent times in my family. This is what's going on in my family, so it's a little bit turbulent. Now the good thing is there are good things. Trust me. One of the main things I remember, well, I shouldn't say remember, but one of the things that is really happening, which is good, is that the fact that my book, Legacy of the Seven Stars, will be out within 2 months from now. I received I received an email from the new project manager, and he's telling me exactly what I need to know about how long the process takes, the production, how many copies, and everything else. And oh yes, it will be sold statewide. Don't know about country, but I know for certain it's gonna be stateside. Excuse me for all the yawning. But yes, Legacy of the Seven Stars will be coming out in July. By then, I'll be doing my LPs, or actually posting my LPs, because hopefully by around this time, I get my mainstream LPs out of the way, and I work on my project LPs for the next 2 months, or even around May, around this month and June. I have everything set up, so you know if it does get into the next month, I'll just be finishing it. But yes, it's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun, and it'll be worth something. It'll be worth a great deal. I'll have a lot of fun with it, and I hope you do too. Aside from that, hmm, in July though, a little later in July, or rather after AX passes, if I haven't stated this before, I'm stating it now. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna take a 2 month hiatus from LPs. Naturally, because I'm considering moving onward in the console ladder. Like I mentioned before, I do have Dazzle, but I need the proper wires to actually hook up Dazzle. Well, actually, Dazzle is installed on my computer. I'm not sure if it can actually work, especially on my monitor, because my monitor is pretty much my game screen at the same time. I don't know, so I don't know. Really, I don't know. But if that doesn't work, I'm going to try camera. I'm just going to get a camera in which it'll be somewhat of a live LP. And I'm not kidding. My future LP plans may be in fact live. That means I will do them. If I do it through camera, that means I'll just be recording off the very screen I'm playing my game on. Hopefully, it would have a USB. It would have a USB port so I can actually plug it in and charge and at the same time that I'm playing, I'm showing you, you know, I'm showing you progress right there on the spot. Now I think I only have two. Well, actually, as far as I know of, I only have two consoles in which I can try to do LPs on. One is my PlayStation 2 because I have a whole lot of games that I've been wanting to do LPs on for the longest time, and I've beaten them before. I've beaten them before, but as far as LPing them, have not tried. I also have a Sega Saturn, but I'm not sure if I can actually. I mean, I could try to, but I just need an RF unit to plug it in, and probably a new plug. I probably need a new set. But I do have a few games for Saturn, and I still have the controller. And yes, I also have PlayStation 1 PlayStation 1 games. So we're looking into possibly Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and Wii. And of course, PC. And aside from that, DS. Now, probably one of the few games I will do on DS will probably be the Phoenix Wright series, um, Kamen Rider Yuki, aka Dragonite, Kirby Superstar Deluxe, and these are the games that I have. Pokemon Heart Gold, because that's the version I have. I'm gonna see if I could get a good copy of Super Robot Tyson Endless Frontier. That's OG Saga. Super Robot Tyson OG Saga Endless Frontier going. If I can get a good copy, and trust me, I've tried this before, but that's the only thing. The problem with that game is it has, so many graphics, and it's like on the No Cash Game Boy Advance emulator, which is my DS emulator that I use. When I'm not doing anything else, this is what I do. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I usually use DS emulator. I also have Decimu, but I use No Cash Game Boy Advance, No Cash GBA. But I know for a fact that most of the games I have for that emulator works. But if I were to get a good copy, or probably an updated version of No Cash GBA, and probably, hopefully, it run fast. The ROM that will run, the ROM that I'm talking about will be OG Saga. If it would run a little bit faster and not just like pause a little bit because of the sprite, I could possibly do that for next year if everything works out. But if there is any other DS emulator, if there's a if there is a DS emulator that is somewhat better than what I'm playing and testing ROMs out on, let me know in the comments on my channel or most likely on this video that I'm currently doing. Because really, it goes without saying, progress. And progress must always be made. I mean, aside from that, pretty much my life has been just like, it's been going through a roller coaster, emotional roller coaster. Like I mentioned before, it's why I had to stay, up. I have to stay up because, well, who would ever hear of a depressed LPer and just say, "Oh, well, welcome to such and such." I'm sorry, I gotta say, I'm sorry, but I had a rough day. No, because most of the people who actually listen to most, regular LPers, aside from myself, which I'm just now breaking into the LP mode, and I've only been doing this for about a year, just about. Because my first playthrough was Radia Sinki, so therefore, it was my first. That was my first break in LP. Aside from that, yeah, that my first year as an LPer will be coming up, as well as my fifth year being on YouTube will be coming up. So I might do something to actually commemorate the occasion. Not much else is happening now. I mean, there have been some pretty good games I've been playing. So, yeah, a few changes will be happening, but after this is done, I'm going to go back to Lunar 2 Eternal. Why should I say Lunar 2? Lunar Eternal Blue. I'm going back to Eternal Blue. Right after this video is done, I'm going to work on Eternal Blue because pretty much, as you saw, we're at Pentagulia. So therefore, after Pentagulia, that's when things really start to kick up. So, just to let you know, it's just gonna be awesome, and plus, you shouldn't miss it. The game is really gonna kick up right after here. So just to let you know. Aside from that, this week I will be working on Eternal Blue, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and quite possibly I'm going to redo Road Avenger. So it will be a LPA, a Let's Play Again. Same style, same everything. I'm just gonna add a little more a little something more easier for me to work with, especially that last stage. Anyway, yeah, I think I said enough. So yeah, I moved up the rank from Izzy to Ichigo in a matter of minutes. But anyway, yeah, I hope you stick around for more LP goodness. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and by the way, the next 2 months are Kamikine. That means comic and anime. So I hope you stick around for some LPs with comic books in the title. So with that, there's a lot to be considering, with what's been going on. Hey, things are going to happen, and they're usually going to be good things. So aside from life outside the video game consoles, eh, I'm making sure I stand. I continue to stand because I can say this: I was once considered the underdog. Uh, to this day, I'm still the underdog. But today, I am the number one son under the sun. Yeah, the number one son under the sun. So, I don't think I'm gonna let you guys experience this game any longer. For this game has been RBI Baseball 95 for the Sega 32X. And of course, I have been the underdog of the underrated and the number one son under the sun. Pookie Izzy 7. I like to thank everybody, or for those who are listening to me get yeah, get what I had to say off my chest. I know it's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot of what's been going on in my head, but it's better to get it off than to have yourself sleep with it. So until next time, people, I wish you all a very good day. And oh yeah, to all the mothers and to anybody who has a mother, I know I still have mine. Happy Mother's Day to you, and I will make something special for your expectant mothers or women in general, any female out there. I'll probably make a let's play Pac-Man or something. I don't know, or something girly. I don't know. Yeah, I think that'll be it. So with that that about does it. I have nothing more to say. So with that, hey, look at the score. I'm out.